It is now 6:01 PM, and on May 7th, 2025, and I'd like to open the meeting. Sorry. Adam, will you please take roll call?
Certainly, Chair. Bartolo Square North, Nate Castillo. Bartolo Square South, Justin Richards. Blackstock North, Nancy Rand. Blackstock South, Christopher Bissonette. Is Christopher on? Nope. Bryce Canyon North, John Hike. Here. Cabrillo, Rainey Steffen. Yes. Cal Giesler, Teresa Salazar. Carriage Square, Guido Goldner. Channel Islands, Tom McAnally. East Village, Alexis Schmidt. Here. Vice Chair, thank you. El Rio West, Dan Ryberg. 5 Points Northeast, Pat Brown. Fremont North, Dave Ebbett. Fremont South, Kim Winch. Hobson Park East, Roger Poirier. Hobson Park West, Cecilia Ravello. Kamala Park, Robert Lucio. Here. La Colonia, Ramon Lopez. Lemonwood, Larry Stein. Orchard Park, Diana Velzi.
Here.
Oxnard Dunes, Lisa Hewitt.
Here.
Oxnard Shores, Walt Hagedum. Here. Pleasant Valley Estates, Rosanna Biggerstaff. Redwood, Carlos Quiroz. Rio Lindo, Sandy Diaz.
Here.
River Park, Paul Schnemblin. Rose Park, Alfonso Arroyo.
Here.
Sea Air, Edward Castillo. Seaview Estates, Isaac Califf. Sierra Linda, Sergio Garcia. South Bank, Debbie Aravello. South Winds, Sofia Vega. Tierra Vista, Christina Thomas. Via Marina, Doug Tauber. Wagon Wheel, Amanda Meir. West Village, Michael Gleason is here. Wilson, Angela Whitecomb. And Windsor North, Andres Sanchez. Chair, we have a quorum.
Thank you, Adam. I'd like to take a look at the minutes from last meeting.
Sorry, Chair, I think we have Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I knew I was going to jump something. I always do. Okay, let's say Pledge of Allegiance. Will you lead us, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, I don't have my calendar in front of me. It says the approval of minutes April 2nd, but the minutes say April 9th, which is the accurate date.
Sorry about that. It is April 9th would be the correct minutes.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, so will everybody take a look at the minutes? And if you don't have them, they're up here at the table. And make a motion to approve or to... Okay, do we have a second? Okay, you seconded it? Okay, Lisa made a motion to approve as written, and Alfonso seconded it. All in favor, say aye. Okay. Anybody have any, okay, objections? Okay. So, minutes, April 9th, 2025 are approved as written. Let's move on to public comments. At this time, a person may address the INCO on matters within the subject matter jurisdiction of INCO. The INCO cannot enter into detailed discussion or take any action on any items presented during public comments at this time. Such items may only be referred to the Executive Secretary for administrative action or scheduled on a subsequent agenda for discussion. Public comments on items on the agenda will be considered at the time of consideration of the agenda item. Do we have any public comments? Do we have anybody online? I can't see.
I think he was there.
We have one coming up.
And you thought this was going to be a quick meeting? No. No, actually, about last November sometime, I was walking, and at the intersection of C and C Street and Channel Islands, I saw a little decal on the street that had a bicycle decal on it. Now, Channel Islands between Ventura Road and what used to be Old Highway 1, it's not good for bicycles. There's no room for bicycles. If you ride a bicycle in Oxnard, don't ride on Channel Islands. I've seen a couple of people riding on the street, which is like, that's a suicide run. I think in the past several years, there's been 2 fatalities on Channel Islands in that stretch. And I see most people riding on the sidewalk, which that's a different issue, but whatever. So, you know, in Port Hueneme, there's a really nice bicycle lane that ends abruptly at Ventura Road. Now, I did some measurements with some vehicles. The state law indicates that bicycles need a 3-foot area of safety to operate in. That doesn't exist on Channel Islands. It doesn't. It's impossible. I did some measurements, and in some cases, it just doesn't exist. I haven't written the report on it yet. I will get to it, but you know, so if you ride bicycles, stay away from Channel Islands, take an alternative route.
Thank you. Is there anybody online or anybody else that want to make a public comment? No? Nobody online? Okay, so before we move on to new business, I'd like to make a quick
I'm
statement.
sorry, Chair. We do have someone that wants to speak. Is it-
Okay, all right. I don't know, I can't see who it is.
Noemi, you have, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you
You-
hear me, guys?
You have 3 minutes. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to bring up contacting Diane, but we didn't really get a chance to explain to her further regarding the train tracks, the previous accidents in the past months. I just wanted to inform everyone to be careful when you guys are crossing, because I've came across about a month ago the arms of the tracks were not going down along Vineyard and Oxnard Boulevard, and that's a pretty busy street. So, you know, I don't know. Like, I tried contacting the train companies, haven't really gotten a response back. So, yeah, just be careful, and if you guys have any information on how to, you know, to better way to contact them and solution for, you know, making sure that those arms are going down when they're supposed to be, I'd appreciate it. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, all right. Is there anybody else for a public comment? Okay, so let's move on. Before we go into new business, though, I'd like to take this moment to welcome Samantha, who will be taking over Adam's position in June. As some of you may have heard, Adam Smith will be leaving us and going to bigger things. Adam has served the citizens of Oxnard for 8 years as a project manager. He has worn many hats during his tenure with the city of Oxnard. As a project manager, he has worked on multitude of projects for the betterment of our community. Things like he led legislative affairs at state and federal level for the city manager's office. He led a pipeline program working with local businesses and Oxnard College to assist residents looking for opportunities. He's led $1 million grant through State Department of Water Resources for the Santa Clara River construction, not to mention the work he has done for us as Secretary of INCO. Adam is pivotal in helping the executive board negotiate, was pivotal in helping the executive board negotiate our yearly active neighborhood budgets. In addition to running our regular meetings, he was always ready to assist us in planning and running our special meetings, even when it meant late nights and more work. For me, during my tenure, Adam has always been a valuable resource and always available, especially during some rough times INCO was going through. Adam is a loyal and dedicated public servant. Public servants are often overlooked and underappreciated. A person once said that gratitude unexpressed is like a beautifully wrapped gift that's never given. So I'm here today to express my gratitude for everything you have done for me, the citizens of Oxnard, our communities, and INCO. We are so thankful for having you as part of our community. We wish you all the best and joy in the next chapter of your position with the County of LA. They are so lucky to have you. Please give a round of applause to show Adam our appreciation. Okay, so let's move on. Item E, new business. Casa de Carmen, Oxnard Navigation Center, that the INCO general membership receive a presentation from Mercy House on the case de Carmen, Oxnard Navigation Center, followed by question and answers. Right here? Just right here, yeah.
Good evening, everybody. Wait, oh, sorry. Can you guys hear me okay? Awesome. Good evening, everybody. My name is Nina Castellano. I'm the Regional Director for Mercy House, and this is Ana. She is our Community Engagement Specialist here in Ventura County as well. I am going to go through a short PowerPoint for you all. Our mission is to be leaders in ending homelessness by providing a unique system of dignified housing opportunities, programs, and supportive services. What we do here in our community in Oxnard, specifically, we have emergency shelters and navigation centers. We have prevention funding as well as rapid rehousing funding, which I need to add to our slide here. We have permanent supportive housing communities as well as using the coordinated entry system that our county has provided for us. Mercy House provides these services in different regions, including Orange County, Los Angeles County, Riverside County, here in Ventura County, Kern County, and Maricopa County. Currently, we have a permanent supportive housing unit operating on Oxnard Boulevard, which shares the parking lot with Denny's, if you guys are familiar. It will soon be a 69-unit facility. It's currently operating out of 32. The other half of the building is currently being renovated, and we hope to start filling in those units by the end of this month. Thank you. Sorry. Arch is a 55-bed shelter that we have in Ventura, but I will mainly focus on our Oxnard Navigation Center here. Currently, we're operating on K Street and 2nd. It's a 110-bed shelter. It is operating as a low-barrier shelter. We're working closely with the City of Oxnard, Oxnard Police Department. Our internal outreach team is, and our reservation specialists to maintain capacity and clean surrounding neighborhoods. Sorry about that. Future plans to move into a shared facility with the PSH project, which is what we're mainly here to speak about. Casa de Carmen is currently being built right across the way here on 2nd and B Street. We plan to operate a 55-unit PSH, which is permanent supportive housing on the upper 3 floors, as well as the 110-bed shelter that will be moving from K Street to this location as well. I'm happy to answer more questions about our operations here in Ventura County. Our last slide there has our contact information, but feel free.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions or comments they'd like to make?
Hi, I'm Roger Poirier, Hobson Park East. When will the Navigation Center open, do you think?
It should open by, I want to say, the efforts are going to be kind of transition. We're going to fill in the units first, hopefully starting August 1st, and then move into the shelter component of it the moment that is complete.
So the upstairs, the 3 floors above, or the 3 floors of permanent supportive housing, August 1st, you'll start?
Correct. We should.
We're accepting.
Yeah, we're already seeing matches for those units within the COC, the continuum of care.
And what impact do you think the Navigation Center at 2nd and B will have on the downtown and perhaps the library?
Impact on the library, I'm sorry? Is that
Do you
what
think that the library will see any change of patterns in the kind of with unhoused people coming through the library, spending time in the library? How do you think that will?
I think very minimal time will be spent of guests or residents from internal of the facility that are going to be going to the library. We're going to have a no walk on or walk off policy. We're going to be providing transportation off-site directly from the site. So we should be seeing nobody walking on or off other than the residents that are living within the units on the upper floors.
So the way people come into the shelter, how will that work? Like if somebody wants a bed for them, is it just every night? Is it turnover, different people every night? Or is it?
We are mainly at capacity, and we're kept at capacity by going through a wait list that we have, which has a few hundred people on it already. And then we also have the short turnaround beds are either kept open or given to our local police department that have emergency needs to fill them.
And people don't walk to the navigation center; they're transported to it.
Correct. Mhm.
And where are they picked up? Where do they catch a ride to the?
We have a couple of approved stops here in Oxnard. One of them is our transit center at the bus station. The other is our behavioral health on the north and south end of Oxnard, which is on Williams Drive and C Street. And then the other one is, I can't remember at the moment. It's a shopping center.
Is there one on Rose? Was that the county behavioral center?
Yeah, on Rose and Williams Drive, correct. Or Gonzales and Williams, right off of Rose.
What happened to the facility across from the Julian's house? Is that what it was called? Or I forget what it was. There was a county behavioral health facility on Rose across from
The Gabriel's house.
Gabriel's house.
Correct. Yeah. What about that facility?
Is that facility still there or?
It's an empty facility at the moment. Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, he has a question. Adam, thank you for inviting us and thank you for your service to the community.
I just have an issue with some of the language in your presentation.
Sure.
So when it says schedule a tour or coordinate a donation, should that read tax deductible donation?
I'm sorry, what's your question?
Should that read tax deductible
We
donation?
do have tax receipts.
Oh,
for our
okay, good.
donations,
So,
correct.
so
Yeah.
for those who qualify for itemizing taxes, hey, go for it.
There you go, thank you.
Is there anybody else in the? Yeah.
Noemi, if you have your comment, you can speak.
Yes, I just wanted to know how many working facilities you guys have and what's the population mostly? Is it male, female, are there children?
We have a 110-bed shelter in Oxnard and a 55-bed shelter in Ventura. A 55-unit PSH that's opening up along with a 69-unit PSH. So 3 different properties here in Ventura County. Oh, I'm sorry, and adult men and women, single adult men and women.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Isaac.
Hi, Isaac Hall of Seaview. My question kind of along the same lines. I was struck by the split male and female of the beds. Is that kind of just driven by your demand and what you see?
Correct, yeah, it's
Yeah.
normally a 70-30% male-female
That's interesting.
ratio, correct.
And then you just said there's not a lot for families. It's mostly single.
Single
Beds?
adults, correct, yeah. If we ever get a referral for a family, we will do our best to redirect to our family shelters.
There's other facilities for that. Okay,
Correct.
thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys have any questions? Alfonso, do you? Say, is there anybody else that would like to make a last-minute comment or question? No, nobody else online? Okay. Okay, all right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to item F, neighborhood chair reports. Neighborhood chairs may individually report on items of interest or concern to their neighborhoods. The INCO cannot enter into a detailed discussion or take action on any item presented during these reports. Anybody have a neighborhood chair report? Okay. Good.
I just have two updates. For East Village, our next meeting will be May 21st at 6 p.m. We're going to have a disaster preparedness presentation, a presentation from Mayor Pro Tem Gabe Turan, and we're also going to have some traffic engineers just giving a quick update about a parking issue that we have on Lombard. And then the second update that I have is that there's a neighborhood watch forming in East Village that is now accepting donations for signs that they're putting up. And there will be more information for that at the meeting on May 21st. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Robbie Lucio, Kamala Chair, Chair for Kamala. Just wanted to kind of give an update that we're having our next meeting, May 12th, at Kamala School from 6:30 to 7:30. It's for our election, so we're just hoping we get enough people for a quorum and have a new board going. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Deborah Arvalo, South Bank Chair. We will be having our next neighborhood meeting on May 21st. Some items that came up during our town hall meeting that was held on April 23rd is that we're going to have a follow-up due to the mapping of the fire hazard area. If anyone remembers a fire at the river bottom, South Bank was impacted, as well as the River Ridge area, also the collection area. So we did have representatives from the city and from the county. So we'll be having a disaster preparedness presentation from Jerry Martinez. In addition to that, we're going to have an engineering street report from Jose Rivera due to our issues with Vineyard and H Street and Ventura Road that impacts many of the surrounding neighborhoods. So there's possible striping on bike routes on Stone Creek, adjacent to Ventura Road, and then speed hump applications and an update on that. We will have a question and answer for the flood wall. If many of you know, we have our Ventura Road project, the never-ending pounding going on Ventura Road. So we will be having a follow-up from Jeff Palmer. Our South Bank committee, we're all volunteers, as you as well. We get phone calls all the time. What's that pounding? How long is it going? What time do they start? That type of thing. So I said I'd rather have the person that's in charge come and talk to us. So that person will be in attendance. In addition to that, we're going to be having our bulky item drop-off, and that'll be on June 21st from 8 to 2 p.m. The South Bank committee will be having pizza and drinks if you want to come by and say hi, as well as giving assistance to the city workers involved in doing our bulky item drop-off. The South Bank committee is also planning a summer July cleanup of the water canal with painting with Gabe Turan, who's been very how can I say, just supportive and helpful in all our endeavors in trying to keep our area clean. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Deborah. Rainey? Oh. Hi, Roger.
Get your credit cards forms in, folks. Roger Poirier, Hobbs Park East. We've been trying to figure out different ways to affect the growth of neighborhood councils in District 4. District 4 has 8 neighborhoods. Robert from Kamala and Angela Whitecomb from Wilson and myself from Hobbs Park East. We're the only active chairs, so there are 5 neighborhoods that are not active. So I've been trying to hold this monthly informal drop-in session on Zoom. We did our first one in March, had about 8 or 9 people, some folks from Marina West and I think Blackstock South, which is not in District 4, but it was nice to have that person. And then last month, I screwed up the Zoom link, so the meeting didn't happen. But I'm going to do it again in May 21st, 6 o'clock on Zoom. I'll post it on Facebook. Is that right? May 21st, 6 o'clock. And it's not intended to be a really structured kind of meeting, more of an informal drop-in for people to talk about neighborhood councils and what they can do for you. So hopefully we'll get some interest going in District 4 and maybe even my own neighborhood. People will tune in because I'm so tired of doing flyers that don't generate any return. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Art.
I am Rainey with Cabrillo. We are going to have our meeting on the 28th, and it will be in Cabrillo Park. We will have the city manager and also the parks manager, I believe, there. And then I did get an update from, is it Steve Howlett, regarding Quimby. If anybody wants to come see me afterwards, I can tell you what he told me. I think that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, Isaac Hall of Seaview. Just highlight our next meeting, which will be Thursday, May 22nd at 6:30 p.m. Our speaker of special guest will be Vianney Lopez, the District 5 County Board of Supervisors. So come on out if you want to talk to her. Thanks.
Thank you, Isaac. Do you guys have any? Do you have any? No, okay. So then let's move on to executive board reports. The executive board may individually report on items of interest or concern. The INCO cannot enter into detailed discussion or take action on any item presented during these reports. Do either one of you have any? Okay. The only one that I have is that Rainey and myself have been working on activating neighborhood councils as well. And we finally were able to get a date for Windsor North River Ridge. They finally gave us a date, which is tomorrow, May 8th at 6:30 p.m., which will be held at the River Ridge Golf Club. And so they're very excited about this meeting. Like 3 or 4 people called us last year interested in it, and they finally gave us a final date, and so they're very excited about it. So hopefully they'll have a good turnout, and I wish them luck tomorrow. Anyways, that's it for me. You sure? Okay, all right. So let's move on. Future agenda items. Does anybody have any recommendations for future agenda items? No? Okay. All right, so let's move on. Without objection, I'd like to adjourn this meeting. Hearing none, meeting's adjourned.
Thank you, Diane.
We got out of here early.